What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's Wednesday Reviews. My name is Alberto, and today we'll be reviewing a movie that will fill in our M spot. And so, the movie that we'll be filling in for today, and to be watching to fill in for our M spot, will be the movie Moron 5 and The Crying Lady. It's a Filipino movie, and it has subtitles, so if you guys want to go and watch it, you guys can go to your local Filipino store or maybe your actual rental place, and it may have foreign films and you can probably watch it there. So go and grab it. You guys can pause right here. I used to cut to me telling you, hey, here's the movie, and then I cut, and then I would be going to the summary, then the rating and stuff. But this time I'm not. I'm gonna go straight to it because I've already watched this. I actually watched this 2 days ago, so that's the reason why I'm not going to be watching it. I actually have to turn this in today. So, here is the summary. So if you guys don't want the summary, don't don't listen then. But if you want, then go ahead. But I'm going to read it here in the back. Albert, played by Luis Manzano. Isaac, played by Billy Crawford. Mozart, Mo, played by DJ Durano. Michelangelo, also known as Mike, played by Martin Escudero. And Aristotle, Aris, played by Marvin Agustin, share the same wavelength of being imbeciles that solidifies their friendship. Their simple world turns into chaos when a career woman named Becky Pamintuan, played by John Lapus, accuses them of killing her father and succeeds in putting them behind bars. Desperate to prove their innocence, they finally manage to escape from jail after several comedic attempts. Now, they're out to stalk Becky, to exonerate them, and to find out why she has her mind set on ruining their lives. So, that is the quick summary that is listed here in the back of the movie. Now, my rating for this movie is an 8 out of 10. And the reason why is because it's a hysterical movie. Very comical. And I believe that the jokes, even if you're not Filipino, you can relate. As to one of the jokes where because they are Filipino, they don't understand English. But in the Philippines, there are signs that are in English. So they were coming across this tree that had two signs, one that was in English and one that was in Filipino. And so they were reading the one that was in English. And because I can read in both languages, I was looking at the one that says on the top, and it does not mean the exact same thing as the other one. Now, I can't remember on the top of my head what the two signs meant, but the funny thing is because you can relate as a person, as a tourist, that you go to a different country and you see two signs and you believe that these two things kind of mean the same thing, or even though they might not even have anything to do with each other. Because there are two different signs meaning two different things. Just because one is in English and the other one is in Filipino does not really mean that they're both the exact same translation. So, that was one of the funny things. But however, being comedic, it was way too much comedy. It was so much focused on the comedy that the plot in itself was kind of, drawn over. And it was really not looked at much. And it could have been a better story, but it really wasn't, because it was deeply focused on these five guys and literally trying to tell jokes every single scene. And it was too much of the joke and pulling of the leg. We know that they're dumb, and we know that they're trying to show this, but there's not enough of the plot, and I didn't really get so much diverse emotion from it that I like to see from a movie. I want to be able to laugh at one time, but then at the next moment I want to be able to feel sympathetic for a character and for its family. That's my opinion, but I didn't really see so much diversity of pulling of emotions because it was so highly placed for comedy. It was just really out there. It was just all for comedy. So that's my opinion, and that's the reason why I rate it that way. What do you guys think? If you guys have watched it, yes or no? But here's my movie that will fill in the M spot, Moron 5 and The Crying Lady, directed by Wendy Daramas. Very funny movie. And that's pretty much it for me this Wednesday. And I'll see you guys next week when we review a movie that will fill in our end spot. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.